Welcome to this chest opening trap. This is a demonstration of the fishing pole. It's a fairly well-known trap, but it is worth knowing, and so I'd like to review it today. Hopefully you can try this out and see if you can use the fishing pole trap on somebody in one of your games. And so let's get started. The fishing pole trap can be used in this exchange variation of the Ruy Lopez. And so we begin e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, and bishop to b5, the Ruy Lopez. And so normally the bishop is attacked, and instead of retreating, the exchange variation of the Ruy Lopez chess opening, the bishop captures the knight on c6, and this allows the, it removes the defender of this e5 pawn, and it forces black to double pawns on the queen side here with either b takes c6 or d takes c6. But normally the capture is e takes c6 to keep the pawn formation. Even though these pawns are doubled, it doesn't break the pawns as much and have this isolated pawn if b captures. So the game continues with castling by white, and then bishop to g4 here, pinning the knight to the queen. And so here the bishop is attacked, trying to break this pin or force the bishop to make a decision. And instead of capturing or retreating, h5 is played. And so this is the fishing pole trap, where white is tempted in capturing this g4 bishop. And so a beginner may fall for this trap, somebody with more experience who is aware of it, and hopefully after you watch this video today you won't fall for this trap. But it goes like this. So if capture of the bishop occurs, then you recapture, attacking this knight, which you'll see why this is an important defender. After the knight gets greedy and further captures, we have the queen swooping in here on h4, threatening a checkmate on h2 or h1. And so white tries to escape, but after leaving an escape path for the king, g3 closes that escape route. And here there's nothing that white can do to prevent a checkmate. And so if we go back a little bit, or I'll just play through those moves again real quick. e4, e5. So here's the Ruy Lopez. The bishop's attacked. Exchange variation of the Ruy Lopez captures the c6 knight, and the pawn recaptures. And so after castling by white and bishop to g4, pinning the knight to the queen, white attempts to chase the bishop away. But here, when h5 is played to protect this bishop and white captures, falling for the fishing pole trap, instead he could play something like d3 possibly, and if the queen moves to f6 to pile up here, threatening to capture, and if the queen captures, the queen could recapture and break up the pawn formation in front of white's king. So to try and prevent that, white could possibly just move the knight at b to d2, reinforcing this knight to prevent the breaking apart of his kingside pawns. And so that's an option that white could play to avoid falling into this fishing pole trap, which of course was after capturing that bishop, falling into the trap, and then capture, chasing the knight away. And the other option here, if you fall for the trap, is to let your knight be captured, and possibly the king could survive, but he's already in trouble here. with this open H file. So that's what should be avoided. Otherwise, you fall into this fishing pole trap where this attack down the H file traps the king. And so I hope you've enjoyed that demonstration of the chest opening trap, the fishing pole trap. And if you've enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave comments or suggestions. Thank you and have a great day.